Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title of this video is about doing 2 videos in one sitting. This is of course basketball news. As you guys been knowing, the basketball world is getting ready for the draft. You know, a lot of news is circulating, trade rumors and stuff. Also the Wnba as well, Olympic basketball as well, the Olympics in general. We've seen you watch some of the Olympic stuff, the trials of people trying to like make the Olympics. Sha'Carri Richardson for the first time is making the Olympics, and many more as well too. The big time emotional moment. You know, I think last time she did that too as well. You know, went to her grandma and stuff like that. We've been one of her biggest fans and stuff. And you know, from 2021, I think 2020, yeah, 2020 when she kind of got, I think she had disqualified, something that happened. You know, they saying like she had the marijuana in her system, and then fans, and some of the fans, I won't say they fans, some of the people just start turning on her and start being like hateful and despiteful towards her. And now, you know, come back to opportunity again and go out there and just dominate. And, you know, she stumbled at first in the first part of the run, and then got her gathering back together and finished with a 10, I think it was a 10.88. Like that in that dash right there. So it was very cool to see like that. They qualified for the Olympics, the big time emotional moment. Those are the moments in sports that you kind of make it to movies and stuff. So that ain't got to do with basketball, but I thought it was good just to see. But if one do have to do with basketball is of course Trae Young. Trae Young, trade rumors have been circulating. Trae Young made a tweet. As you guys know, the day and age now, of course, social media is going to be the main thing. You know, I always find it funny, even though I'm part of this era, of course. But I always find it funny when people do certain things. Like if a player is mad at the team, they go on there and unfollow the team. And they be like, I'm gonna look at all the pictures they had of the team on there. I'm gonna delete them all or hide them all. Like, come on, you're doing too much. And like a child, really, a teenager or something. Be like, oh, they don't want to trade me or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and unfollow the coach and unfollow my teammates and stuff. But Trae Young, he I think he tweeted something like where he had like the and that was a reference towards Klay Thompson, of course. But Trae Young tweeted something about I think the little hourglass, like he said, like, hey, the time is ticking a little bit. It might be time for him to go. Trae Young, as you guys know, been a big time piece for the Hawks. He got them to the conference championships, got them to multiple playoffs as well, like that. Big time playoff games for him as well. Just not enough to get over the hump. It's not just him either. Like a lot of people always say like Trae Young gonna play defense, but you watch some of those games last year and look at the numbers last year as well. Kind of use a balance of both. In the fourth quarter, Trae Young was getting some stops, you know, getting some stops and making some things happen. They said Trae Young, most part of the season, had a pretty good percentage in the fourth quarter when it comes to defensive win shares like that. I'm not saying he was locking people down, but they saying he was doing a pretty solid job. But Trae Young, you really need him to play defense like that. You know, at least just be solid. You know, some teams, like they have the teams that's on the list that kind of be suitors for him, they kind of have on the list. They just need him to be solid because they have defense already. And some of those teams are the first team is I swear they always on the list when people doing a trade. It can be any trade that happens. They all gonna have the freaking Lakers on the list. Be like, oh, the Lakers is interested. I'm like, come on, guys, the Lakers. No, not everyone want to play in LA. LA is cool and all, but no one want to play in LA like every time. Everyone want to play with like LeBron and AD. Of course, it's great. It'd be great to play with LeBron and AD, but it's like not everybody want to go there. Some other people have other aspirations. Like they ain't the only team that you can go to. But the Lakers are on the list. I think Trae Young wouldn't be a great fit with the Lakers. They probably make it work because he's a great player, and LeBron and those guys too. I thought Trae Young being a facilitator is better. I think they might, but the Lakers kind of poised to have LeBron be the facilitator. They probably could adjust some things around and stuff. You know, Trae's a nice individual, but I don't know what the Lakers will trade for Trae Young. They have to trade. They really don't have. They have some picks still. They probably trade some stuff around for Trae Young, but I don't know exactly what they'll do. They probably have Reese in there, some other guys mixed in there. Maybe Austin Reese. They might trade him away too. Probably mix a lot of different guys in there, send a package deal over, some picks and stuff. I don't know if it'll be enough. But the Magic is a team that have a lot of valuable pieces that could trade for Trae Young as well, and I think it'd be a nice addition. They can find a way to, of course, they keep Paolo, of course. Paolo stay. Imagine Trae and Paolo being a combination, those two guys right there. And maybe they keep one of the Wagner brothers, unless they put them in. It might be in a trade, though, for a trade like that, but you never know. Jalen Suggs could be staying with them. He's a very good defensive player, solid point guard as well, but they could put him in a package, too, to trade there as well. So I think he'd be a good fit with the Magic. And, you know, they ain't too far away either, so that'd be a nice suggestion. He could stay in the South, you know. But another team as well, of course, you know, we had the Spurs on there as well. Spurs, of course, you know, a lot of people had the rumor going around about mixing Wnba with Trae Young, which would be very cool. I think Trae Young is from, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's from Texas. Also, going back to your home state, you know, Trae Young pairing with Wnba, that'd be a nice addition. They probably have to trade a lot of people away. They probably trade like Keldon Johnson, maybe Vassell, some other picks as well, and just throw them all in there and it's to get Trae Young. But who would care? You know, like you getting Trae Young like that, you get to pair him with Wnba. So I think that'd probably the best perfect fit for him. They have the Heat on here too. The Heat would be cool too as well, but they probably have to trade. Definitely Tyler Hero would be in that package deal, and maybe Jaime. I think the Heat might want to keep Jaime, but he might have to be in that package deal if you're going to get Trae Young. So we'll have to see exactly what happens. But I think the Spurs might be the best fit for him because I think that'd be like most ideal fit. The Spurs, of course, last year they didn't have the best record, but I feel like they had a lot of potential last year. And defensively, they're good. You know, Popovich gonna make sure the defense is good. All they need somebody out there to do is to give them that extra boost. Trae Young can go out there and give you 25 plus points a night and close to 10 assists a night. Like that, that's all you need right there. Like that. So it's gonna be very cool if they do make that trade and make it happen and get those guys paired up. I think that'd be a nice little duo right there for the long run to make the playoffs, most definitely, and also to push to maybe potentially competing for a championship one day. They can get the right pieces around them in free agency. Because if you get Trae Young added with Wnba, and then you go out there and replace, because Kevin Johnson probably be in that trade, so you go out there and replace him maybe with some wing defenders. Dorian Finney-Smith might be available. He might be available, and Popovich would love a player like that, really, because he's a 3-and-D type player, one of those players that do a lot of things for you like that. So he might be available. Some other guys could be available too as well. You added the wing defender who can shoot the three and make some things happen on the defensive side as well. Hey, maybe a nice little squad. I think you see what the OKC are doing. Josh Giddey was on their team. They traded him away for Alex Caruso. Caruso brings them defense. He brings them everything. He's a utility guy. He's a guy who can do everything. He's a two-time all-defensive guy. He averaged 10 points per game last year. He can assist the basketball. He can play the 1, play the 2, possibly play the 3, depending on who's there as well. And he can guard many positions as well. He's very versatile player like that. He's like a Swiss Army knife like that. Him, you know, Bruce Brown type players, Derek White type players. Those guys right there are the guys that can fill in any team. They have that ability to adapt to anything. So I think them getting Caruso actually be a big time get because he's gonna help them, especially in the playoffs too. When those, if they're not gonna be the playoff again, and when they get to the playoffs and get those matchups and get those players who like, damn, we can't guard this guy. Put Caruso on him, and Caruso gonna lock some stuff down. So I think that was a good big trade. But if Trae Young do get traded, I think the Spurs should be his destination if he was choosing to go somewhere that he fit perfectly. Now if he's looking just to go out there and like trying to win, because he'd be able to win, but he's looking for like a championship, super championship aspirations. Of course, the Heat, you know, you got Jimmy Butler and Bam and all these different stars, and the Lakers, of course, with LeBron and AD and stuff like that. But I think the Spurs would be the best fit in the long run too, especially since Trae Young is only what, I think 25, 26. So hey, we'll see what happens though. Also some more basketball news. Angel Reese, 8 straight double doubles. 8 straight double doubles. I think she already broke the record for the most double doubles by a rookie. I think the record was 6 at first. She broke it with the 7. Then she had 8 this past game. Played against the Fever, went out there and dominated. Her and Caitlin Clark both was going crazy. Like, I think Caitlin Clark has 13 assists in that game, 17 points. Reese had like 25 points, 16 rebounds, which is crazy like that. She's the first rookie to record that since A'ja Wilson back in 2018, of course, the rookie season. So been playing very dominant. She kind of getting comfortable too. I remember I mentioned before, like early on, like her main thing was like kind of like her hand placement and stuff with certain things with the ball. But now she found a way to get to her dominant hand like that. We've seen her start on the left side and get off the spin, get her dominant hand and float it up, nice floaters. And also they've been utilizing her to get to all her favorite spots too. She got top of the key as well on time, and then came with a full head of steam. Got in there, got the and run. Her and Alyssa Smith were going at it, back and forward and stuff. A good matchup right there. But I think finally getting into the groove, and you've seen the past 6-7 games, you're like, hey, there you go, finally getting into the groove and getting comfortable. And you gotta look at it too. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Cardosa, and a lot of these different players, they really didn't have no break, really, because as soon as the championships ended, because I think Reese, the championship ended a little earlier for them, like a couple of days earlier than Caitlin Clark. The team, of course, Iowa had to play South Carolina with Cardosa and them like that, and they played. And then I think maybe a few days or the following week they went to the draft, and then the season started a few weeks later. So like they really have any time to kind of like rest and to get prepared and stuff for the season. So them doing this right now at this early stage is going to show you, and it's a testament to how good they're going to be in the long run. So imagine seeing them like 3 years or 4 years from now, they're going to be very dominant. So we're going to be seeing some great new talent coming in and stuff as well. But we all know the MVP race is still kind of the same. Like I mentioned last time, A'ja Wilson's still up there. Collier's, up there too as well. Khalid Copper might be up there as well too. The Mercury 8-8. Mercury doing pretty good. Last year we had a terrible record. Last year we won 9 games, so we won one away from the time what we did last year. I think last year the first time we missed the playoffs since like 2012 or something. It was like a long time like that, and we broke our streak. But we're gonna be back in the playoffs this year, hopefully. But I think the MVP race is definitely A'ja Wilson's to lose because she's been dominating. Brianna Stewart kind of getting back in there too. Sabrina Newscape been playing pretty good too as well. So a lot of different players kind of heating up. The All-Star weekend gonna be crazy as well. The All-Star game is sold out. We're gonna see Team USA versus the All-Stars, so it's been nice to see, and we'll see some I hope they do like a little cool thing. I remember they did the NBA one. They had Curry going against Sabrina. They should do that too. I don't think they'll do it. They probably won't do it this year. They probably do it at the NBA one maybe, but they should do Sabrina and Caitlin Clark versus Curry and Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, who's the reigning, I think, 2-time NBA three-point contest champion. So hey, that'd be a nice thing to do. And they should also do some other stuff too, like kind of like mix some stuff together, like maybe do a skills challenge and different things like that. You can bring, because you know, like the big names like the Angel Reeses and stuff, you can bring them there too as well. Do some skill challenges where they have like one of the men NBA men players paired with one of the women players as well, and they do like a little duo thing, and in the end they go against each other, kind of like they used to do in the old days with the like the East and the West type stuff. They should start doing some stuff like that. That'd be cool. I think like kind of like merge both of them together, different All-Star weekend. The All-Star weekend would be fun, you know. So they should start doing stuff like that. That'd be clean, I think, to see. But yeah, the NBA draft is the next topic I'm gonna get to right here. The NBA draft, of course, is on June 26th. And I didn't do a mock draft for this, of course, but I'm looking at the Ringers mock draft they did and going over some of the stuff. They had predicted that Zachary Resacher, I keep saying his name wrong, from France, the small forward from France, you know, 3-and-D type player. They said Atlanta Hawks can get him. He'll fit in well. Now Atlanta Hawks could flip that first pick maybe for a guy. It depends on what happens with Trae Young. If Trae Young decides to stay in Atlanta, and Atlanta decides like, okay, we're gonna keep Trae Young around, they could use that first pick to draft a top guy, or they could be like, hey, we use this first pick and somebody else. First pick and Jesse Murray, or first pick and somebody, and bring a guy to our team, you know. I don't know if Paul George is available. I don't know if Kevin Durant is available, or somebody bring a guy to our team to try to win now. So they could do that, but we'll see what happens. They have Alex Sarr, also from France. You know, going to Washington Wizards. Like they said, that man he got a 7'4" wingspan, which is crazy like that. They also have Reese Shepard going 3rd from Kentucky. Mattis Bazelis from the G League Unite. As you guys know, the NBA do the G League thing where they can allow players, instead of going to college for 1 year, they can go to the NBA G League, make a 6-figure deal contract, and play 1 year there and then in the draft. And now I didn't watch a lot of. I watched, like I mentioned before to you guys before. I only used to watch just like NBA and WNBA. I recently started watching more. I only watch the college stuff when it's like kind of like coming around the draft time. Like when the draft time had to happen, I like see who gets drafted. Okay, I watch some of their stuff. I really don't watch it fully. But this past year, I watched only the women college, so I have no idea. I don't know who all these players are on the list right here. So if you be like, you don't really know these guys, I probably don't know these guys. They on this list like that. So I'm just going through. Cody Williams to Colorado. They said Detroit Pistons and stuff. They said young core size, versatility, creation ability. A lot of these guys are just bookmarking so I can maybe watch some of their stuff. Stephon Castle. And I know Stephon Castle. I've been seeing his stuff like that. Of course, from UConn. I know him. Stephon Castle. He's been everywhere. That'd be a nice get. It said the Hornets. That'd be nice. The Hornets, they need a guard. They need a guard who's versatile, combo type guard, who can go out there and score, who can go out there and facilitate, assist, play, make, and do different things on both sides of the ball. They do need a guy like that. If they had Terry Rozier, trade him away. They have LaMelo Ball, of course, still there. But I feel like LaMelo Ball, I don't know. I feel like he might leave though. I feel like he might leave. I don't know eventually if he's gonna like just stay with the Hornets for a long time. But I feel like LaMelo Ball might leave eventually though. I kind of got a feeling that might happen. But I think getting a guy like Stephon Castle paired with LaMelo Ball, that would be good, because Stephon Castle could play the two. I did to play the two. Like LaMelo Ball, more of a one type of style like that. He's a score first type point guard, but he still can facilitate and make things happen. But Stephon Castle, I think maybe a nice guy to have. I say Donovan Clingan, another from Connecticut as well. Center. They had him going to the Trailblazers. Devin Carter, they got him going to the Spurs. On the guard, of course. They got Ron Holland. I know who that is, of course. Memphis Grizzlies as well. Got him going there. Dalton. I don't know who Dalton is. From Tennessee. They got him going to the Jazz. And then many more. There you go. Zach Edey. I was trying to look for him. They got him going to OKC. I believe he's 7'2", 7'3". He's a guy who been having his name circulating around a lot like that. So people think he's gonna be one of the next big like type of freak of nature type players, like the unicorn like players like Wnba and Chris Porzingis. Kevin Durant probably one of the best of those, like being 7 foot shooting like that. Dirk Nowitzki and that type of stuff. So I think he might could be one of those type of players like that, and in the right system. He just got to find a way to get that the 3-point shot up, like better, like more reliable, more consistent, like that. You get to the right team, the right scenario. Hey, they might can find a way to get them there. But yeah, you guys can go look at the ringers list of the mock draft. I'm probably gonna do some more deep diving into some of the players. Some players I know, 'cause I've seen them on a recommendation thing on YouTube and stuff, and some players I have not seen before. I have not watched a game of Tennessee. I watched Tennessee football, but I never watched a game of Tennessee basketball in like a long time. So I'm gonna hop on there and like see some of the different players and stuff and dive into it. And by the time, I think the draft is on June 26th. So by the time the draft happens, I'll be ready for some of the stuff. I'm probably do a review of the draft as well. But that's all I got for the video today, guys. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you did, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.